Capture the objectives.
Hello guys and welcome back to Gfinity number 2. My name is Tony, I'm here with Chewy this time around. We're going to jump straight in this game. It's going to be Vitality taking on Unite.
Yep, straight on board with the game, Tony. It looks like we're going to be starting off on Yemen Hardpoint. We'll see what work these guys can do. Now, I believe Vitality did play the former Impact lineup, which of course had Parasite and Killer on there. And they had a really, really close game on Yemen Hardpoint, so already off the bat, it should be a close one. Yeah,
they've started very, very well. We're going to go into picture-in-picture. Let's go on board with Broken Heli turning around there. On Parasite it was, staying on board with him, he's had a very good start. Azox, 3 kill streak for Vitality as well, make that, yeah, still 3, sorry, we'll go on board with him around this middle hard point at advantage currently to Vitality, but as we say usually within the first hard point, it is pretty much just a formality. See who can get the better spawn, and let's have a look at that bottom right hand side corner, and it does seem as if it is Unite who have that better spawn.
Yep, it does indeed. Vitality, one of the Vitality players is rotating towards that bottom section there. He's going to meet up with Killer any second, and he does manage to take him out. That was Agony who pushed through there, and that leads to Killer getting a pretty horrible spawn, and they've got to try and make their way over there towards that next hard point, and that was a great rotation, I have to say, from Vitality, because at the minute they don't have that top spawns, but they do have control of the hard point. As we move in here, let's see what work Parasite can do. Using that trusty M8, he does manage to pick up one player there. Is he going to push to the hard point? He does, and he picks up that 200 points, sees somebody out the door. He's going to be able to pick him up. Let's see what work he can do with it now.
Ricky's
like taken out. Yeah, it does indeed. That's great teamwork there from Ricky.
Yep, he managed to pick up the kill there, and Parasite is going to hold down this left-hand side. Good work by Unite there. It was a great start by Vitality. They got the second hard point and were winning off the first one, so they did very, very well. Unite showing their power, punching through.
And I mean, I have to say, I don't want to show favoritism or anything, but I predicted that Unite are going to take the entire event, and they are such a strong team on both Hardpoint and S&D as well. I'm really going to look out for them and see what work they can do. So I would expect them to take this one, but Vitality, they've been a squad for a while. Obviously, they were under the AAA name when they were at G1, so they have got as well experience of playing at a Gfinity tournament. Whilst we see on the other team, Ricky and Nameless don't yet. So we'll see if that plays into effect so far. And let's see what the score is. 43-33 is the score right now. 7 minutes, 49 seconds left on the clock. Parasite again, just doing work. This guy's a monster.
Yeah, the guy is so smart with playing. The conversation actually I was having with the Americans, the commentators anyway, saying, like, everyone says, like, certain players are so smart. They seem to think the whole the American scene just know what they're doing down to a T, which is something that Europe sometimes can lack in. So let's see how we do this weekend in terms of our teams. I think an American team will take it. I think if we have anybody from Europe that's going to take it, it's going to be Epsilon. But let's see what happens in Group D, though. So we've got Unite taking on Vitality here. Me and Bryson made the prediction of Vitality finishing bottom with Unite finishing top.
Okay, interesting. Well, I did predict that, Unite would go 3-0 in this, so I do expect them to take it. Hopefully we want a close game, though. I am known for getting horrible predictions, but it looks like Broken is in the hard point right now, and he's going to be the one getting some time on here. Just those scrap points before we do move to that epic church hard point. And, obviously, Gfinity rules, no shotguns on there, so it's all going to be down to your gun skills with those SMGs and the AR slaying power around the hill.
Yeah, well, Killer, very, very good player, obviously, formerly of Impact. I think he's a bit underrated at times, Yeah. A lot of people seem to call him out being one of the weaker ones within that infamous Impact lineup. And get away from that grenade and that grenade as well. Dodging grenades are like anybody's business. Doesn't manage to get the kill onto Azox there. The rest of his team are going to try and clean up for him. Picks up a kill onto Azox. Eventually has Ricky in hand with him. Has spotted somebody outside there who's going to be throwing EMPs and all sorts of tacticals in towards him. Going to manage to stay alive. Knife in hand. Here we go. Oh, he went for the lunge, but it was a good dive away. Nameless eventually picking up the kill onto Broken. But let's go on board with Parasite, who's trying to push in there now.
Yep, see what work he can do with this assault rifle, and he's not going to be able to do that at all. Gataga does take him out. The hardpoint is still contested, though, but they've got to think about that rotation, and that is exactly what Parasite has done. 12 seconds left before we do go over to this statue hardpoint. He does pick up one player there, also making that rotation. That is going to be Broken, and he knows somebody else is in that purple area, but it looks like he's moved over, and this is such a close game ton already. 103-84 is the score.
Ricky really working the teamwork here. Played very, very well. Broken's going to come in with a very early three-piece. Brilliant play by him. He's going to pick up the lightning strike kill. He's not on any sort of kill streak in the minute. He does have a war machine, though. Let's go on board with this guy.
Yep, see what work he can do. Lays down those all-important trophy systems. Not going to do him any good this time, but they have got that top spawn. Such an important spawn to get. And the Vitality guys are going to try and flood into this hard point. Eventually, they haven't got control of it at the minute, but there we go. We do see Broken getting one. Gataga and Agony. So that was 3 down momentarily there for Unite. But as I said earlier on, still a close game. About halfway through this hard point, and here we go. The war machine has come out. Oh, no, he's decided not to use it. He's going to juke me out a bit.
Yeah, well, we're broken now. Nice kill there onto Killer. And if anything, Vitality have looked the better team here so far. They are obviously deservedly in the lead, but coming up with kills, they are coming up with the big numbers when they need to. So I'll go with Broken here, trying to hold down this hard point For the final 10 seconds, we will rotate back to the center. Then as well, where this War Machine may come into play, although I think he may save it for the second one.
Yeah, Parasite is actually on a 4-score streak right now. I know he jumped on board with this guy a lot, but let's see if he can earn any streaks. He's got that Hellstorm missile in the bank. See what work he can do with that. Does see somebody there towards that back rug section. He's going to be able to take him out, which has earned him that Hellstorm missile as well. I'm sorry, that Lightning Strike as well even. See somebody in church, but he's not going to be able to take him out. But such a close game. Only there we go. He does get it indeed. So streaks are fully in there for Parasite. He's managed to earn that War Machine as well. Does try to spam in towards that middle hard point, but he has wasted it indeed, Tony.
Yeah, well, he has these 4-score streaks there. They won't be too bothered about losing so many points on this central one as long as they get set up for the next one. But you have to take, oh my god, nearly pulled off an amazing shot there, Parasite. Managing to stay alive. His team are inside the hard point, do get taken down on board with Ricky. Somebody we haven't watched very much, but he has played up a couple of 2 pieces, does get taken down there though. On board with Ricky now as he rotates the next hard point with 15 seconds remaining on the previous.
Let's have a look at the scoreboard quickly, Ton. See what's just going on quickly while this rotation's happening. Pretty even all around. Agony's not having the best of games, going 13-21. But yeah, indeed, Kataga's playing well. So it's about even so far, and that really does replicate in the score with only about 20 points between these two teams. And I think this could come right down to the wire unless one team goes absolutely massive and really starts to pull away from this. This is such a hotly contested hard point, this next scaffold one. Ricky's going to be trying to lock down that anchor position. Now, Ton, this is a very important part of the map, that statue area, if you can lock that down for this hard point.
Yeah, well, as we can see, Vitality now have spawned around the back because they have locked down that back hard point. But there was somebody that Ricky's going to take out, Gataga, who was trying to contest that. But here we go with Vitality trying to push inside the spawn. There is only Nameless left alive around. He's going to pick up 2-piece, looking for his third as well. Not going to have an Agony, does take him down as Ricky takes out Broken. So Unite in control of this hard point.
Yeah, but we did just see Broken spawn there at the top. So we tried to push him through the bottom, did get in, and then got taken out by, I believe it was a wall bang through the wall there from Ricky. But he has got that top spawn. He's going to try and challenge this last hard point. Those all important 17 seconds left on it are big for him. He knows that there's going to be 2 people there, but Ricky completely shuts him down, saying, nope, you're not getting there. And do you think that was a smart move, an assault rifle player, to push that hill like that and try to take them out? Because look at the spawn he's just got.
You know, it's a chance that you have to take. Parasite's going to pick up 2-piece himself. Actually, Agony coming in with the kill as well on Parasite himself. Kataga picking up a 2-piece as well, so let's go on board with him. Then moving towards the hard point. And as you can see, it's going to be a big, big clash coming up here. Vitality taking on Unite here at G2. Live from London Covent Garden, we are in the London Film Museum. It's a very nice venue.
Oh, this venue is absolutely unreal. It's such a shame that everybody can't really get a grasp of how phenomenal this venue is. But
nice.
Wow, Gataga, that just shows how phenomenal this player is. As he picks up 2 there, he took out Parasite and Ricky. Going to pick up that assault rifle of the M8. See what work he can do with it here. And this is key time now for them. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left on the clock. He has been grenaded and is going to be moved out of the hill. Parasite again does unfortunately just get taken out before he was going to be able to earn streaks. But this game all the way through has been pretty much with only about 20 seconds between the two teams.
Yeah, it's been very, very close, but Unite will take the lead for pretty much the first time. On board with Broken now as Vitality gets set up in this next hard point, and he's really trying to hold down the spawns here, just checking for anybody flanking. And he's not going to catch anybody with a pants down there, so he's going to move back around towards the hard point to help his teammates out as Unite come flooding forward.
Yeah, no, this is such a lovely area of the map to be able to hold down as the anchor, because you've got that head glitch there as he is able to poke up the top there. Did pick up a few hit markers on, I believe that was Parasite, but he's going to try and help on the hill, and he is going to be able to do that. And he's also going to pick up that MSMC. Sees Ricky trying to push into the hill, gets a lot of hit markers, but that is Agony who's going to back him up there and make sure that he can get control of this. And this is going to be big time on the hill there if Vitality can hold this down for the next 38 seconds.
Yeah, they should definitely catch up now. It's a very hard point to hold down once you do get a hold of it. Sorry, it's very hard point to break down once you get a hold of it. You know what I meant.
Yeah,
anyway, on board with breaking at them in a grenades flying in there, just trying to stay alive, which is all he needs to do as Vitality take back the lead with a minute to go. So this is going to go right down to the final hard point now, Chewy.
And this is, this is what's so great about Gfinity is that you really cannot call it sometimes. Yeah, you'd have teams that you're going to expect to go far in it, but I heard apparently that Optic lost the first hardpoint game against Infused, which a lot of people wouldn't really have expected. I don't know what's going on else in that game there, but it's going to come right down to the wire here on the Delta stream at Gfinity 2. Big kill there by Killer. He's going to get control of this next hardpoint hill. He is EMP'd, so I would have thought he did get the 200 points there for picking up that hardpoint capture, but 39 seconds to go. And this is big time now. Let's see what work he can do. He does get taken out, unfortunately, though.
Yeah, well played by Nameless. I'm just trying to check out who has... Oh, big 2-piece by Nameless. He's going to get taken down eventually. Let's go on board with Broken inside the hardpoint. Has score streaks as well. Parasite is going to take him out. Let's see if he can stay alive inside that hardpoint. They need the points on the board now. Vitality flooding forward.
20 seconds left before this game is going to end. Either way, we're not sure which way it's going to go yet, but it could come right down to the wire, as it has done. Hellstorm Missile is going to come right down on top of Parasite's head. He does get taken out, and that's
Vitality
Ricky Name has gone down,
it.
and they have done it. Completely unexpected, because Unite are a very strong squad, but there we go. It doesn't matter. Parasite getting a 2-piece there, my friend, because you have lost that first game 211 to 195 in favour of the French Vitality team.
Well,
interesting time.
That is interesting because, you know, I think everyone expected Unite to really come in this,
yeah.
myself included, Brycey included, yourself included.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but there you go. Is that teething problems for Unite, possibly?
I mean, you can say that, I'm sure, but 32 to 23 there from Gataga. He only got 2 defense, but 8 defense for Agony, who didn't go positive. But that's the thing, you know, like, that's quite an important point. Even if you don't drop the most amount of kills in the game and you do go negative, as long as you're doing work in the hill and getting those defense down.
Yeah.
You know, as you know, you've crashed with me a lot. I like my defense. I like to make sure that people are in the hill, controlling it and locking it down for a good amount of time. And it seems they were able to do that. So, yeah, it could be teething problems. You don't know. I know that United have pretty warmed up because they've been playing Money 8s back in a VIP area for quite a while. It did get incredibly heated in there. They were playing for about £20 each, I think it was. So they were having a good time. And, yeah, they did have time to warm up, but, yeah, probably teething problems.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. But their S&D game, I'd imagine, is very on point. So let's see what they do with that. But for me, as I said, when we're talking about the defense, etc., you know, you've got to think it's not the amount of kills you make.
No.
You know, you would rather have somebody on your team who has 20 defense and they're the only kills that he has and drops 40 deaths than somebody who drops maybe 45 kills but has 5 defense. You know, those 45 kills help.
Of course.
But of course, those 20 kills, very important defense, are going to help your team up.
Hardpoint isn't just a slaying game, and some people can be misinterpreted by that.
We
and just
like
think
it
it's
to be
who
a
drops the
slaying game.
biggest names. Oh yeah, of course, it makes it great fun for us here to cast it and to everybody at home watching. But it's not just a slaying game. It's not just who drops the biggest numbers. You know, you see quite regularly teams who drop 35 average kills across the board, and they still lose the game. So we are going to be moving on to Meltdown, Search and Destroy again. I would predict Unite to take this one. We'll see what work they can do, but Vitality are going to be strong after that first Hardpoint win.
I'd just like to point out 5,525 points from Gataga.
Ouch.
You know, the guy is one of these players, you know, something I talked about when I was in a French stream, actually, and speaking of the French guys, so they hated me for it. But I said, Gataga is an amazing player, but he's inconsistent.
Yeah.
You know, he used to be one of the best players on the game if we talk about Black Ops 1. Modern Warfare 3 as well. The guy's insane. But, you know, I think, you know, coming Hello guys and welcome back to Gfinity number 2. I'm here with Chewy. We've got a great game going on here because we had Vitality taking on Unite. Unite, probably the favourite for the tournament.
Oh yeah.
Quite easily, I would say. Lost the first map to Vitality. Me and Brycey said, we thought they would finish bottom of the group, but they took that hardpoint game pretty convincingly. If anything, they were in the lead most of the game. Started to bounce backwards and forwards, but in the end, it looked relatively comfortable. It was probably more intense on the floor. But from our point of perspective, Vitality looked very, very good there.
Indeed, and they need to keep this momentum up.
Oh, yeah.
It's all well and good taking the first map, but if you don't carry that momentum over into the second map, that's going to be quite a bad deficit for you, and especially when you're playing a team like Unite, because you do not want to lose Search and Destroy to Unite, because they will take that and use it. Obviously, they are the MLG PAX champions. They know what they're doing at this game. They are all incredibly well-experienced players, and so are Vitality, but I wouldn't expect Unite to get down after that first loss.
No. I mean, what you've seen with Curse taking on Aware, which you said you thought was a surprise.
I mean, I don't know if surprise is the right word. I mean, I think because the reason why I said that is because obviously Curse placed 5th at Anaheim, and they picked up a player so incredible as Miracles. He's a world champion. Yeah. So I think it was surprising because you'd expect them, as with their previous placements, to do very well, but this is Gfinity. Anything can happen.
Yeah, it's always going to be close every single game. Oh, yeah. But, I think they went in that first game, they just won it. They were around 80 points behind, and they brought it back big style. So we thought, Aware are really going to be like, oh, God, how did we throw that? But then they came in that S&D, they walked away with it. It was very tight, but then Aware just really punched back, came in with the next 2 maps and won the series 3-1. So, it's going to be tough. I think, can they replicate Curse and then win the first map and then lose the next 3 Vitality? We don't know. Because Unite, it's going to be a very, very tight game because I think Vitality, it's always associated with French teams that are very good at S&D.
So, out of that Vitality squad for Search and Destroy, would you predict Kataga to go off again, or is there anybody else who you would feel is phenomenal?
They all have the potential. They all have the potential
exactly.
to do that. Agony is the sort of player that can just pick up a ridiculous... Whenever I use examples of games, I always go back to myself when I used to play. And we played against Agony and this other French team who weren't ready to do very well at all, and they didn't in the end. But, the other 3 guys were never been heard of, and Agony turned up with them and ran the show. We were, the other 3 players on that team, no, we had them. Then Agony was just clutching time after time after time, and, it was painful to lose. It was painful. But, he's that sort of guy that can do that. Kataga, everyone knows how good Kataga is. Broken, or Prodigy, whichever one you want to call them. He's one of these players that's very good with his AR. It gets pumped for the team as well. Azox don't know too much about, but we'll see how he does as well. Obviously, I've heard of Azox within the French team. He's a good player, but let's see how he does in this one.
Yeah,
Unite, you've got Parasite, obviously.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's just Parasite, that's it. That's
such a personality within the US scene. The whole beef that went on between them and Optic on Twitter before the event, just heated, a few days ago. It's quite heated. So if they come up against each other, I want to cast that game.
Because
they will be going crazy. Whoever wins that will go mental. Then you've got Killer, formerly of Impact as well, Nameless and Ricky in there, putting in work for their team as well. Nameless picking up some nice kills in that first map. Ricky putting up some good defending of his teammates. Actually, a lot of that I've seen where he was helping out, but the game is about to start up, so we'll go into that now.
Yeah, just on another point, this is a big tournament for Killer because obviously Embo's, after the PAX, he did get dropped and Killer was his replacement, and they replaced him for the pure reason, as far as I'm aware and what I've been told, it's because of Killer and his incredibly strong hardpoint game. So this is a big tournament for Killer here because, if he's not going to be as strong as people would expect him to be, there may be some tension there, but it's just Killer. You would expect him to play phenomenally. So as always, we are going to try and jump on board with the attacking team as much as possible, which is going to be the French team of Vitality to start off here.
Now I see Broken with a sniper rifle, so I want to jump on board with this guy because we love a bit of sniper.
Oh, of course we do.
He's going to look towards the middle. Picking up a nice position just through the window. It'll be hard to see him through there if anybody pops up. It has spotted somebody, so then he can work as a scout. Agony's going to pick up the first kill on Nameless, so let's go picture in picture and go on board with Broken still.
3v4 situation already in favour of Vitality, which is just what they want. They want to get that early pick, but Ricky does manage to pick up that revenge kill there. Agony does go down, so it's all even 3v3, and they need to try and push in here because the bomb is down. It's right near that B bomb site, but nobody has picked it up at the second. And Vitality are just taking it steadily, getting their way over towards there, making sure that nobody else is going to pick them off from that catwalk section, which Ricky did earlier on.
Well, Parasite is looking around towards A, but nobody's gone for the bomb plant just yet. Broken looking towards the back there. Azox is going to pick up the kill, though. He should go for the plant now. That's exactly what he's going to do. Who's this guy coming behind? Let's go on board with Killer. Oh, I wasn't behind, sorry. He was right in the front. So on board with Killer, looking for the kill here. He's going to pick up one kill on Azox. Look towards the bomb site. Not made the second because his teammate's going to clean that. Parasite with a two-piece.
Wow.
And there goes the round to Unite, just like that.
had the man disadvantage, and then they just pushed in there like it was complete ease and went, yeah, we know how to push this bomb site even when you've got a player advantage and the bomb is down, and that's going to be it. 2-piece there from Parasite and 1 kill. Interesting choice, AN94, because you see more and more as Black Ops 2 has gone on, people have said that they don't want to use the AN94 on LAN, and I really don't understand why.
It's powerful. It's
an incredible
typical
gun.
AK-47 sort of gun, you know, like the rigid sort of bounces all over the place, but you hit people with it, it's like you go down quick.
It's absolutely phenomenal, and people say that it's got less power on LAN, and I don't agree with that, but there we go. We'll see. It's all
just
use it now.
old wives' tales, that sort of thing.
Yeah, for sure it is.
You know, like the gun should work the ways you play online. I think you would only make it a better gun depending on your personal connection rather than the LAN connection. So here we go with Unite with their attack down, and I'd imagine they will have some tactical little strat for this one. So here we go. On board with Killer, and they just seem to be sitting back a little bit here. Parasite, we're going to rush in there with the bomb as well. So actually, let's jump on board him. Bullets going down from Killer. I'm going to move away from that though. On board with Parasite.
Yep, he is going to be your bomb carrier using this SMG, and this is what I love about Parasite, and in all honesty, this is why I think that Parasite is the best player in Black Ops 2, because of his versatility. He can anchor, he can play AR, or he can play anything with an SMG as well, pretty much, but it looks like 2 players of his team have gone down already, so now it's a 4v2 situation. He's got to do some work. He's got that sniper rifle out as well as an SMG, and really be close to an RCXD. As soon as I say that, he does earn it, but it doesn't matter as he gets taken down. Great defensive round there from Vitality to take that.
Yeah, Broken and Agony picking up 2 kills at PCS, so good work by them. They will be not far off score streaks themselves. So here we go with Broken with the final kill here. Quite an easy one on Parasite, who's already injured. So actually Agony will pick up an assist on that, and we'll get points.
Anyway, 1-1 is the score between these 2 teams. Vitality will be the attacking team once again. Let's see if they decide to go back towards that B-bomb site. Doesn't look like they do. They are going to make an aggressive push towards A, maybe. You know, usually you do see teams try and flood in there and get in there as quick as possible and not really hang about, and it looks like they're going to try and do that. Scorpion has come out from Gataga. Let's see what work he can do with it. Moving into the site, he has been spotted, and that means that the guys from Unite should start rotating over there, and it looks like Agony's already gone down, so Unite need to make a good defensive push here to try and take out this attack, and they've done just that.
Yeah, Gitaga's last guy alive against 3 Unite players. The Unite are going to take the round. That's going to be 2-1 now. It's Unite. As Killer comes in with the round-ending kill cam.
That is just a pure example of how strong Unite was. And well, it is, sorry, at Search and Destroy. They only had 1 player in that A bomb site originally when Vitality managed to push in there. As soon as they realised they were going for A, just completely flooded them, took them out, said, nope, you're not going to get an easy plant down. 2-1 is the score to Unite. And let's see what work the attacking team can do once again, which is Unite. Now, I think we should jump on board with Nameless, actually, because we haven't seen Nameless too much so far. We didn't jump on board with him too much in the last game. Let's see what work he can do.
Well, let's see what weapon he does have. Obviously, players' roles, so to speak, go out the window when you play S&D. It is a case of doing what your team needs you to do in that specific round. On board with Nameless now. He does have a sniper rifle. And there's the RXD from Parasite, so I'm going to watch where he goes with this. I think he's just trying to scout with it rather than make up the kill. Although an explosive car is always good for you if you're looking for a kill. And he's going to take out that that drift system. So there you go. That's going to prove worthy to his team. Still on board with Parasite. We're going to switch it up to Nameless now as Unite push in. They have somebody to the left-hand side. Ricky putting shots down on Azox. Somebody pushing around here. Ooh, Agony with a big kill as well. Let's stay on board with Ricky.
2v3 situation in favour of the guys from Unite. Gataga and Agony left alive against Killer, Parasite and Ricky. As we said, Ricky was on that 2-score streak, but we'll see what Agony can do. Sorry, just trying to pick up that jump shot. Going to pick up that MSMC as well as that Scorpion. He's still going to try and challenge that or just juke them out a bit. He's got 30 seconds to do some work though, and it's not going to work as Gataga is the last one left alive. Doesn't matter. Parasite picks up his second 2-piece of the game. They're shutting out Gataga for the final round, ending kill cam. 3-1 is the score.
Yeah, I'm on board with Parasite here. As we see the round in the kill cam, picks up 1 kill, looks for the second, and literally just put 2 bullets in and taking the kill off Ricky. Now, of course, Unite have their coach with them this weekend. The guy, you know what, I keep forgetting his name. It's just the guy who wears suits all the time.
Triple H.
Triple H, that's the one.
Not the wrestler.
No, that would be a bit strange.
That would be indeed.
And very scary for the enemy team. But, yeah, the guy gets them G'd up. He just screams for them. Like, I mean, I've seen videos from UMG, and the guy goes crazy. So that's something to have. Like, is the US equivalent of Swizz, except he wears suits. So, you know, let's see what he can do for the team. I'm on board with Gataga now. Going to picture in picture. He's going to move towards the bomb site.
See what work he can do. Somebody is right hanging back. He's just switched and just scroll down and see who that is right at the back there for that Vitality team. Who's right at the back of the map? That's fine. I think it's Azox right at the back, but he's going to start to push up now. Gataga is going to be here supporting that bomb carrier, which is, of course, Agony, as you can see there in picture-in-picture mode on that right-hand side, and Agony's already been able to pick up one kill. That is shutting down Parasite straight away. That is a massive kill to take out Parasite straight off the bat. And if I was them, I would try and get that bomb down as soon as possible if they can do, because that is going to switch the pressure on to Unite.
Yeah, on board with Agony now. They are now 4 versus 2. Killer and Ricky to take on the whole squad as the bomb is starting to be planted with 30 seconds remaining. Unite 3-1 in the lead in the map and 1-0 down on maps.
Oh, wow, Agony taking shots down. He is going to get taken out. That was Killer who took him down. Killer gets shut down straight away. Ricky's on a 3-score streak. He has to play this one carefully, and it looks like he's going to try and spam into there with those bullets, see if he can pick up any kill there. That is Azox who's down there, and Azox is just going to be juking him out for as much time as possible, just time wasting, and that's such a good technique to do, you know, because the more that you time waste, the less time that Ricky has got to be able to pick up those kills. But is Ricky going to be able to get one person here? That is a hit marker there. He's not going to be able to pick up that kill. How did they escape that?
I'm not quite sure, but they did so well here, Vitality. They just wasted his time. That's all they needed to do, really, was just make sure that he wasn't just diffusing the bomb. And here we go. Yeah, they're all over it. I mean, if you're taking out Gataga there, Azox did have him as well. So there you go. Round again to Vitality. 3-2 now to Unite.
That was a big round there. You do not want to go 4-1 down on Search and Destroy against Unite. That is not a good prospect to have. Unite are your attacking team. Let's see if they can extend their lead to 4-2, or whether we are going to be all evened up here on Search and Destroy. Of course, if Unite do take this game, they are going to even up the series 1-1, and they are going to be making that B-bomb site push again, spamming through those EMP grenades, laying down those trophy systems, which are, you know, incredibly important when you're pushing this B-bomb site, or any B-bombs, any bomb site even for that matter. Aimless is going to be the one watching the flank. Interesting choice that he's going to be using this MSMC here, watching the flank. Sometimes you see a lot of people prefer to use ARs on there, but obviously they're happy to do it, and they know more about the game than me.
He's going to check at the right time, because he's just going to catch Gataga with his pants down there, making one kill, and we did notice that somebody else had come around the back as well. Parasite picking up another 2-piece. The guy's insane. Let's go on board with Agony, see what he can do to disrupt this bomb plant from Unite. Can he get the kill on the bomb carrier? Oh, hello.
Oh, he tried to go for the ninja there. Not going to work. Ricky turns on him. What do you think he was going for there?
I think he had to go for the bomb defuse, because they wouldn't have expected it at all. I mean, Ricky got the bomb down, was holding it down. You know, just check round behind him. If he hadn't checked round behind him, Agony would have jumped on the bomb. Whether they would have checked it or not is another thing. So, you know, Agony with the right player there. Gets a bit unfortunate. Now it's going to be 4-2 to Unite.
Let's have a look at the scoreboard quickly, see what's going on just at the start of this round, see what's happening. 9-3 for Parasite. Doesn't matter that Nameless is only dropping 1 kill. Because Parasite is making up for it. Yep, 2 kills each for 3 players of Vitality there, so they definitely need to pick their game up if they do want to come back into this Search and Destroy. Me and Tony here at Gfinity did predict that Unite would take this Search and Destroy, so we'll see what work they can do. And it looks like they're going for an incredibly delayed B push here. Gataga actually EMPing himself there.
Yep, so still on board with Gataga. Has somebody directly to his left. Who is that there? It's Parasite. And Nameless is there as well. So Parasite should catch out Gataga now. Don't think he's seen him. Yeah, he's aware he's there, but he is going to move away from that. Parasite pushing around behind.
Yep, he is indeed. Let's see what work he can do on the flank. He's going to meet somebody here just to his left. Oh, big kill there from Azox to be able to take him out. Now making it a 2v3 situation, so Vitality have the advantage here. Killer and Ricky need to do some work. Broken has just been able to pick up the bomb, and look at where he's heading on that mini-map. He's going straight into the A-bomb site. Yep,
good work by Broken there. He is on his own, but this player by Vitality is making Unite think that they are going to plan B, which is not exactly what they haven't done, as Azox does take out kill. The last guy alive is going to be Ricky. He has a lot of work to do here. Azox picking up the 2-piece as well, so there you go. Now 4-3 to Unite.
I believe Azox picked up 3 kills in that round. We'll have a look at the scoreboard again at the start of this next round and see if he did do that, but he wasn't played well. Yeah, it was definitely 2 there, so he's going to pick up that final round-ending kill cam there on Ricky, as you see now 4-3. Again, that was another big round there. See if they are going to be able to even up the score here. They will be the defending team. Let's see if he did get that. He actually did indeed. He got 3 kills in that last round, so great plays from Azox to pick up his game a bit. Unite are the attacking team, and I want to see if they're going to start to push A. It looks like they were starting to head over there, but Ricky's going towards B. This is incredibly interesting.
Now, are they going to push A to try and sort of split them and then allow Ricky to push on his own, or are they going to just hold down there and then move across? Because if Ricky loses the bomb over here, then that really scuppers their plans. But let's have a look. Who's this guy pushing up here? It is actually going to be Parasite. He's going to drop off, though. Looking towards A as well. And now this is the problem, that they've getting themselves caught right back in their spawn now, and it's going to be hard to push out. I'd imagine they're going to think about A now, which is what seems to be happening.
I like the way one player from Vitality has actually moved over towards the A bomb site, so they've got 2 there on B, 2 on A as well. So we'll see what they're going to try and do. It looks like they've switched right over, and they are going to be push A now, although Gotaga has gone down, 34 seconds left on the clock before they need to do so.
Oh, that was so
That's
dangerous.
a big kill. Is he going to be able to pick up 2? No, he is not. Ricky managed to get that kill. 3-on-2 situation.
Well, somebody is inside the bomb site. Killer's going to take him out, though. Last guy alive is going to be broken, and he has a lot of work to do here to prevent his team going down 5-3. Has been spotted. They know exactly where he is. Going to pick up 1 kill on Killer. He's looking for the second as well. Good, smart play by Broken. Not what they'd be expecting, so he's winning around. Very, very smart play.
I like the way that he's not put, the guys from Unite, which is, I was going to say, they're not pushing out that bomb site. You sometimes see, a couple of amateur players and stuff, they do like to push out on that A bomb site after they've planted the bomb down. And I'm a firm believer that as soon as you get that bomb down in A, you stick in there. You wait for them to come through those choke points and those tunnel points there. There's only 3 ways of getting into that A bomb site. And if you've got enough players to watch them, then you do that. You don't start pushing out and going for silly kills and risking things. And that's exactly what they did. They had the man advantage and they just stuck there. Vitality now need to win 3 rounds in a row if they are going to be able to take the search and destroy and extend their lead against Unite. But with the way that especially Parasite is playing, I don't see that happening, I'm afraid.
No, excuse me, sorry. Parasite's having a very, very good 10-4 with 5 rounds gone. That's an average 2 kills a round. So, sorry, 2 kills per round that they win. So, he's done very, very well. On board with Gotaga now, though. It was the attack. Oh, Gotaga, nice kill on Parasite there. He's going to jump. Let's see if he can get hyped up now. Killer's going to pick up 1 kill, pick up 2 kills. Nice play by Killer. And surely now they're going to shut it down. Is he going to get his 3rd kill of the round? Not going to pick it up. That red dot on that here 9-4 is doing absolute work for him. He's going to pick up another kill. Can he get the ace here? Killer, fantastically well played. I think his team are going to pick it up for him. Yes, they are. That's going to be 6-3 to Unite. We're going to take map number 2.
1-1 is the score now in the series between Unite here and Vitality. I thought this would be a close game, but are we going to see what happened to Curse earlier on? Curse, of course, playing aware in the first game of the day on the Delta stream. They did take that hard point, and then they lost every game after that. So is that going to happen to Vitality? It may look like that way because Unite are incredibly strong on S&D, and they are going to take that momentum. But 10-5 for Parasite, 10-4 for Killer as well. Nameless dropped 1 kill in 9 rounds, and they still win 6-3.
It was essentially a 3v4, and they still won. So, I mean, at the end of the day, though, he could have picked up a very important kill. If Nameless had picked one up to make them win the round, then that his contribution is valid. But Standoff Search and sorry, it's not going to be Standoff Search and Destroy. It's going to be CTF, the next map, and we're just waiting them setting it up. But coming into this now, do we expect United to walk away with this?
I don't know, because
we predicted Vitality to lose the first map, and they did, and we also predicted Vitality to finish bottom of their group. And if they play like that,
they're not going.
It's not going to happen. So it's a very close group. I think every single group is very close. I mean, you got to look at the group with Infused and Optic, the rest of them in there. It's just so close. I mean, Epsilon doing the work against Killerfish as well. There was some actually bad. It seems as if one of the Killerfish players is at the event. I think that was him who was at the event. Just tweeting Shane and Swanee saying, "Why are you shooting my body?" and stuff like that after the kill. Getting a bit upset about it. Yeah, unfortunate. But I mean, I think a lot of trash talk went on between those two teams in between the event. So.
I'm not sure if it said a second ago that Parasite actually called in his lightning strike. I think it came up on the left-hand side of my screen, but I may be seeing things. But if he did, it certainly didn't pick up anybody up that I saw, so that could have been a wasted streak there. Not too sure, though, but Broken does pick up a kill on Parasite himself with that War Machine, and they're going to try and make an aggressive push it onto that flag site. That is 2 down for Unite momentarily. Parasite does manage to spawn up. Ricky's got some work to do there. Does manage to pick up 1 kill there. He's going to be able to take out the second. No, he is not. That is Gotaga, so Azox is going to be able to run away with his flag. Let's see if he can put it in.
It's looking like he's going to get it there, but there we go. Nameless is going to be the guy to try and shut it down. He hasn't got the best weapon to do so either. So he is in a hard position to do something about it. Yeah, the flag is going to go in. That's going to be 3 to... Oh my God, Nameless coming in with a fantastic double kill there. Ricky just sitting back here. Agony picked up a 2-piece of his own to try and shut down that attack, and Broken's going to come in there and catch Ricky in the back. So there you go. Now 3-2 Vitality, and they are going to be able to push out their spawn.
They are indeed. Parasite again, the guy who just went on that crazy 9-score streak in the first half here of CTF is going to be Gataga there, but Gataga just shuts him down and goes, good night, Parasite. You're not going to win that gunfight. And again, talking about that AN-94, you know, Gataga just uses it and goes, why does everybody complain about it? Because it's a phenomenal gun. 3 do go down, though, for Vitality there.
War Machine still coming up for Broken here. We said it was going to be influential. We said he was going to do damage with it, but Ricky's managed to pull the flag away himself. He's going to run straight into Azox, though. Pulled it the wrong way. But Nameless has done work, and he has picked up the flag as well. Smart gameplay by him. And he's going to manage to run away. He needs to check his back. He's going to get shot down. Oh, my God. I don't know what the guy up in the top warehouse is doing, but he's completely bamboozled them. Wow. He's managed to get away. This will be a fantastic flag if he gets in. And here comes the Hellstone missile. I don't think he's going to get there. And nearly got it very, very close, though. Let's see if his teammates can pick this up. And it is going to be Parasite. That is going to be 3-3. Hats off to Nameless there. Yeah. Huge, huge play. Completely juked the whole of the Vitality team. There was somebody sitting in top warehouse directly above him, yet he somehow still managed to pull it away. I'm not too sure what the guy was doing, whether he just didn't have a clue where he went, but, you know, well played and Nameless. Now 3-3.
That's the thing, you know, when that flag gets pulled away, you know, it's not updated, you know, every single second where that flag carrier is. It only does update every few seconds, but Agony, again, has been able to get that flag out. He's going to be moving through this cube section. He has got support there. Let that down because Azox, oh my gosh, wow. Big kill there from Gataga. He's not going to happen, though, for him as he gets taken out. 3 down. Broken was the last one left alive. Flag has been returned there.
There you go. Now, this is the problem. You get it so far in your base, the enemy team are going to be there as well. So here goes the flag away. By the looks of it, Nameless tried to pull it away. He did actually miss it, though, so Azox is going to pick up a 2-piece. Nice play by him for the defense. Little bit of a mistake there from United. They're a bit shaky here for me.
Yeah,
you know, I see. It's not looking brilliant for them. Currently 3-3, but you know they need to be picking up this game with a bit more ease than they currently are.
Yep, and of course they did lose that first hardpoint game, so if it goes off that, it looks like Vitality could take the next one, but we don't know what is going to happen. Of course, this is why Call of Duty can come so close, but 6 flag caps overall. Yeah, have a look at the scoreboard. 22-19 there for Gataga.
Parasite with all 3.
Look at that.
His objective, and he does everything. But anyway, on board with Azox now. Shots going down in the middle courtyard area. Currently on a 4 kill streak, so good work by him. Here comes the stun. Here comes the kill from Nameless, who's going to pick that up. Let's go on board with him as they are trying to get pushed towards that fight. But here we go, Vitality. Agony's pushing towards that fight. He does get taken out. Let's go on board. It was with Gataga. He's going to push around the back as well. There's a couple of Unite team members to get through before he gets anywhere near his base, but he is going to pull that flag away.
Yep, he is indeed. Oh, he does miss it there, but manages to go back and grab that flag. Does see something there towards that back alley section. I'm not sure if that player did just spawn up or whether they were completely aware of it, but with only 26 seconds left to go, they do have to do some work, but 3 do go down. Ricky is the last one left alive, and they are going to try and put this flag cap in with only 19 seconds left on the clock. This is going to come right down to the wire. This is going to be absolutely massive if Gataga is going to be able to get that flag in, but Ricky just goes huge. He's going to pull that flag away, and that looks like we could be going to overtime time unless something absolutely crazy happens. 3-3 is the score here.
United are hunting them down, though. They are hunting them down here. Gataga needs to stay alive. Somebody's going to come around behind him. Oh, he's been covered by Azox, though.
Wow.
And there you go. Time limit reached 3-3. I don't know if they did actually have time to get that back.
No, I don't think they did.
I think it was just a case of Nelly. But, you know, Azox, watch this cover kill here with a round in kill cam.
Wow, that awareness. Great awareness there to be able to know that Killer was in that back alley section taking at him. Gataga was kept alive, so 3-3 is your score. We are going over to overtime. And Tun, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you on the spot, and you can explain to everybody at home what overtime is.
No, you're getting... Overtime, basically. In a nutshell, it is whoever captures the flag the quickest. But you start on one side, say, for example, say if Vitality go here and they capture it in 20 seconds, then United have got to do the same or better. But then Vitality can actually capture the flag themselves, which then win the game for them because they've already captured it the first time. So they technically won both halves. You basically got to win your half with the time in your hand. But, you know, United have just absolutely walked through them there. And that's going to be a 30-second cap there. I mean, you know, we were talking away because I didn't expect it to happen in 38 seconds.
There you go. You can explain overtime CTF in 30 seconds, and as Unite just proved, you can also win the first half of overtime in 30 seconds. So Unite
did everything right there. Yeah. They didn't do that
do
during the game.
I think Ricky's on a 6-score streak as well, so he was slaying.
They have the score streak, 37 seconds.
Wow.
They've done it, so that is quick. Like, now let's see what Vitality can do about this, because the answer is not a lot.
Let's see if anybody's got streets, because they could come in big. I know with only 34 seconds that Vitality have basically got to do this straight away, but it looks
Ricky
like
has
Ricky,
Ricky
has that lightning strike. He'll probably shut that down as quick as he can, but it looks like Vitality, well, they have got a lot of work to do. Agony goes down. They've got to make an incredible push. Oh, wow, Gataga almost put that in, but that looks like that's going to be it straight away. Ricky's on a 7-score streak. Nameless, as you see it on your screen, on a 4-score streak right now, and with only 14 seconds left to go, it looks like Unite are going to take the lead for the first time in this series. They did lose that first hardpoint game. They won the Search and Destroy on a meltdown 6-3, and then they are going to win this CTF here in overtime with a 37-second flag cap. There we go. Round is the draw there, but overall 37 seconds was the clock, and Vitality unfortunately failed to match that.
Yep, so there you go. Unite taking the third map. That's 2-1 now, and I think they should pick this up with a 3-1 win now.
Yep. Yeah, so do I. I think it's going to be another aware curse on the Delta stream again, I'm afraid, just with the way that they're playing and with the motivation there. As you said, it could just be the jitters of the first game of the day. So there we go, 24-22 from Gataga. Parasite dropping 21-19 with 3 flag captures onto his name. So we are going to be moving to a hard point, and that actually is going to be Slums we are playing at next, which is a great map all round. Obviously, we only see it on CTF and hard point. We don't see it on Search and Destroy, but I love Slums no matter what game mode you play it on.
Yeah, I think, you know, with Slums, it is very, very much about that back fountain.
Yes.
Holding that down. Me and Bryce were talking about it. That anchor point is 120 points of anchor points. Basically, you sit back there and you can hold down the garage spawn on the right-hand side and the trash area, as I like to call it, on the left-hand side. And that's coming from Grave. You know, it's that one. If you can hold that down well and get your team holding down the spawns well, it is very, very hard to break down. And it's one of them things that's exactly what Curse did when they played against Aware. They were about 80 points down, and they held those two back in the lead. It's just as simple as that.
And this is the thing, you know, like you say, just as simple as that. And people at home are like, no, don't be silly. But it literally can be, and especially if you're spawning there in Laundry.
Oh, don't get me wrong. You have to get everything right at the same time.
You've got to do a lot of work to do it. But like, it can just be as you hold that one anchor position down and make sure that you've got control of there, and there are your points. And yes, okay, we are maybe saying this in the simplest terms possible, but it is very, very possible to happen with that one single anchor point. And when, as I was saying, if you keep spawning in that Laundry section, you just have to run a couple of meters forward to go into the right-hand junkyard hard point, and a couple of meters to your left to go into the garage hard point. So it's incredibly close, and it's such a good one to hold down if you can do it. But all of the 4 hard points on this map are incredibly closely contested. We do see a lot of the time. I would predict that Unite are going to take it. Parasite, I'm going to call to go off again just because of that last game and the Search and Destroy. He dropped 10 kills.
Yeah, well, we're going to see that in just a second. We'll be going to a quick advert. We'll be back with you in just a moment. With the Unite taking on Vitality, it's currently 2-1 to Unite. By about 20 points, but it was 20 points at around the 20-second remaining mark, so we'll say by about a 20-second gap.
Yep.
Unite coming back out, winning that Search and Destroy 6-3, if I'm right.
It
was 6-3 in the end. And then, stopwatch coming up, Unite versus Vitality. Unite capture the flag in 37 seconds. Vitality cannot do a thing. The whole Unite team just went in there and just went...
That was
basically
it, bang.
Yeah, it was just as simple as that. One-punch knockout, 37 seconds in. Easy as that. I say easy as that. It did actually get to stopwatch, but, you know, we're going to have Slums hardpoint coming up next. Vitality winning the first hardpoint, you got to think, you know, they're going to go into this thinking, come on, we can do this, except they'll be speaking in French. You know, so United will be a bit wary of that because they played it very, very well. Vitality, they rotated exactly the right time. So let's see what they can do here. You know, United are going to take this a little bit more seriously this time, I feel.
Yeah, they're
going to go into that, and they need to win this and shut this out. Nobody wants the last map.
No, no, not at all. Especially
and it can count towards who wins the group as well. You know,
yeah.
I mean, with maps that it could work out that way. It's very unlikely because of the way that it's only a four-man group. So obviously the top 2 go through. You know, whoever tops the group is generally going to have to beat the people who come second. It's going to be very rare. We'll come up with a 3-way or a 4-way tie. But it can come to that. It did happen at G1. There was a 3-1 tie, a 3-way tie, and it did come down the map. So, you know, United want to shut it out as soon as they can. Vitality wanted it, even if they don't win the game, if they win a map back, that is going to help them out later on in the tournament. But let's see what happens, because obviously the first 2 teams, the teams that advance through the group, do actually place themselves in the money and will win $2,500 at least between the 4 of them.
Amazing.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's not exactly going to pay for the Americans' trip over here. But, you know, if you're in a UK team and you win that between you, think, yeah, well, you know.
That's good money.
Yeah,
Very good
I
money.
can deal with that.
One thing that I have to say, I'm not showing any favoritism towards any team here, but of course Dfinity did set up the kind of fantasy betting league thing that was going on online.
Who did you bet on to win?
And I betted 3-1 Unite Vitality, so I could potentially make fantasy money if they do take this hardpoint game here, which was a good fun. It's great to see that kind of thing being brought into tournaments. So I predicted that would happen and it would be 3-1.
Not that we promote gambling.
No, not that we promote gambling.
Not that we're at the casino every night when we're in London.
Sure, well, you are, I'm
yeah,
not. But anyway, Killer is going to be the guy to watch for me throughout this entire game, and he is the person on your screen right now. But hardpoint is contested. Azox does take him out and goes, no, goodbye, Killer, you're not going to be able to get that kill. And as always, on pretty much every single hardpoint map, the first hill is always so hotly contested, and you rarely see teams, like drive away and get 40 seconds on it.
Yeah, it's always a close one, and usually it doesn't necessarily matter the points that you pick on them. It's the spawns for the next hardpoint that you want. Guitar coming in with the kill on Parasite. That actually go on board with Vitality. Although I would imagine the French stream are all on board with them the whole time. So let's go on board with Guitar, and Unite are still holding down the street, this spawn, on board with Ricky here. He's the one that's holding it down for them, just sitting behind the car. He doesn't really mind if they go in with a deficit into the second hard point, as he is just holding down the spawns, because this is where the game starts, right here now, on board with Ricky. He's going to pick up one. Surely he doesn't. Azox is going to come in there, and that's going to be a big, big kill. And they shut it down, so Parasite's been taken out as well. So let's go on board with Azox, see if he can hold down the spawn.
That was a great push there. They didn't have the spawn or anything, but they literally, as you say, they completely switched everything that was going on there. Azox picks up 2 there on Nameless, and that was also Parasite who went down as well. And this is going to be big time already on the clock if the guys from Vitality can hold down this 30 seconds. Now already, because we've only got 26 seconds left to go, you've got to think about that rotation over there. You do see Unite already decided to back off that, and they are just going to pick it up.
Because the next hard point is so important. If they can hold that down, they can pick up 120 points. As pick up the 60 on the first one, pick up the 60 on the second. So it's a bit of a sacrifice. If you mess up with this hardpoint that is currently active, then you can sometimes benefit because you get the one where it's more important to do so. But, obviously you want to pick up some points, then push over, and then just gain it back. If you've got that punching power to do that, then that's fantastic. But sometimes teams just want to set up and make sure it's safe.
Well, the thing is that if you mess up on that bottom hardpoint and then move over to the junkyard hardpoint and mess up on that, you could be 100 points down straight away. We do see Azox again starting to do some work. We said that we didn't know too much about this player because, you do see the other guys go off on a more regular basis. Nothing against Azox. It's just the powerhouses that you do have with Gataga, Agony, and Broken on there. But Azox is definitely impressing me so far in this series. He has been doing work. Ricky is going to be in control of the hardpoint there with an AR, actually. So interesting choice of gun to be using inside the hardpoint. It looks like he's just going to try and slay them away from it so they can't even come and contest anywhere near it. Unite have managed to regain the lead, and as you said, they just gave up on that second hardpoint hill, and they are doing great work to try and hold this down.
Right now, who's this guy? Because he's doing good work here. If he can get towards this back fountain, this is really scuppered the plans of Unite. Now, he's in a good position to do something here. I can tell he's taking his time because he wants to make sure he holds this down. And he's done so well as we move on to the next hard point. It is his team in control. Does get taken out, though. Nameless is going to take him. And who has the spawns? It is going to be Vitality, so they switched it.
They have indeed. Gataga picked up a big kill there on that back fountain section on Nameless, who did take out, I think that was Agony, who we said a second ago. So this, again, like in the first hardpoint game on Yemen, is incredibly close so far. Only 10 seconds between the two teams, but Gataga is shortening that deficit right now as he is in control of this garage hardpoint. Only 3 seconds behind now, 6 minutes, 24 seconds left on the clock. And this could be an incredibly big hill, as we say, because if you can lock down the full timer on this, then that is going to be big, because once you move back to that middle hill section, that first one, it is always hotly contested. So we'll see if they can do it. But once again, Unite have managed to push in there and get control.
I like how on hardpoint it sort of switches ends of the map every couple of hardpoints so that it does reset it, and you can't just hold one side of the map and win the game. Because that would make sense, I mean, it now after this hardpoint it goes to the center, but then it switches back to the other side. So good work by the guys who created the game mode hardpoint and could start the spawns off, because it's something I discussed at the beginning of the game. It is just as good as Domination COD 4. It is at that level. I know you weren't around at that point.
I used to play it just like public matches and stuff. That's when I started playing Call of Duty was COD 4. So I do remember those days, not in the competitive sense, but hardpoint has obviously been a radical change.
And it just used to literally come down to the wire. It's a shame because the spawns were so good. I mean, like, you used to have very close games, but not so much on any other Call of Duty since COD 4. But here we go, on board with Azox now. See what they can do, because Unite do sort of have the spawn. We do have a guy from Vitality who's trying to change that up here. Ricky's trying to take him out. That's going to be Broken, so he's going to go to hold that hard point. side spawn. He does actually get taken out, sorry. And, you know, Vitality are trying to break through, but Unite are holding it down so well. They are currently around 40 points in the lead.
Yep, they got the mistake of getting broken incredibly early, Unite, on this second hardpoint hill. So they are going to try and do that, not do that again, sorry. And they are doing a very good job of that. The hardpoint is just rotated as soon as I say that over there. Parasite with that hardpoint capture. And Azox, again, the guy who did great work to be able to take out 2 Unite players earlier on, gets shut down straight away. And Unite are just going to extend their lead unless Broken can do some work here. He does pick up 1, did stop shooting there for a second. But Unite slaying around the hill, making sure that nobody's going to even get close to that as they extend their lead 150 and rising to 84.
It's combo with Nameless, who's picking up an offensive defensive position, pushing very far up while defending his hard point. Parasite's in there just holding things down. The guy can stay alive very, very well. Nameless is going to pick up a 2-piece here. Well played by him. Needs to jump by inside that hard point or help out his teammates, who's going to clean up Ricky, taking out Azox as 3 of Unite are inside that hard point. But here we go. Now Vitality are going to try and hold down this garage spawn. Broken's really sitting up here. I mean, we have Nameless just getting taken out in the middle by Guitar. He does eventually get taken out. Yep. But let's stay on board with Broken to see if he can hold down this left-hand side, because it's very important that he does. Taking out 1, looking for the second. He knows he's around there somewhere, but this is the side that you need to hold down to lock this spawn down.
100-point deficit right now. You know, they were incredibly close. Only about 3 points between the two, but Unite got a lot of time on the last 2 hills. And one interesting thing that I've said, you know, we talked about that back fountain area and how important it is. For the first about 20 to 30 seconds or so on this junkyard hardpoint, I was talking to Revan about it the other week, actually. You can actually anchor and control those spawns and everything from that position over in garage and towards grave as well. So it's interesting to see Broken doing that, of course. And it looks like they still do have control of it, as Guitarga is the only person in the hardpoint. Killer is going to be starting to move in there. He's going to be able to pick up the kill on Azox.
It's important.
Yes, he is. That is an absolutely massive kill. And there we go. We do see Azox spawning the complete other side of the map. He literally couldn't spawn further away if he tried. 3 minutes left on the clock. Nameless has got control of the whole pond.
Vitality have the spawn back, but Unite are in there, so they need to punch through very, very quickly. Unite need to hold very, very well to keep it away. Ricky picking up 2 kills himself, though. So there you go. He's going to hold that down for the final 6 seconds or so, as Unite do not get the good spawn for garage. As Vitality are going to try and hold that down. The deficit has somewhat shrunk, around 80 points or so now. So let's see what Ricky can do. He needs to try and push through. He has 2 Vitality players there to try and stop him. Broken's going to pick up the 2-piece. Great work by him inside there. Let's go on board with Agony inside the hard point, as Vitality are catching up here.
Yep, they will only be about 10 points down or so if they do manage to hold down this garage hardpoint. But one of them has just spawned out, and you saw somebody from Unite there spawning towards blue. So spawns are all over the place right now. Split spawns for both teams, it looks like. Guitarga is on a 6 score streak right now. Agony's inboard on the hardpoint as Guitarga does get taken out, but Nameless picked up 2. Parasite did take out Nameless though straight away with a team kill, 152, sorry, and still just about rising. Agony has unfortunately spawned out, and they need to get as much time as possible on this, but Unite break it once again.
Work by Unite here. They just ran in there, 3 of them, took out the whole Vitality squad, and they get some very valuable points on the board this late in the game. So on board now with Ricky. Big shots going towards, I think it may be Guitarga in the middle of the map here. Now on his left-hand side, he does have a couple of people to take out before he moves in there, but now Vitality need to hold this down. Let's go on board with Guitarga in blue. And wow, that's a strange spawn. They managed to spawn at blue, so here we go. On board with Guitarga, taking out 1 in Parasite, and this is where it comes down to the wire. They really do need a contest for these middle points now. This is not about the spawn so much, although nice to hold it down. Azox picking up a nice 2-piece there, looking for the 3rd as well. Not going to pick that up as Agony does so anyway. 1 minute, 22 seconds remaining, around 80 points left to contest with, and they're around 50 points down.
They need to pretty much get every single kill here. This is going to be a big kill. They have got the spawn, and it looks like one person is going to be pushing through there. That is going to be Killer, who was moving down there, I believe. He did get taken out, unfortunately, for Unite. So they still do have control of this, but they need every single point. They need to try and push up here, and they don't want to risk those spawns as well, because Unite are only 19 seconds away from being able to take this game and the series as well. Big kill there from Azox to be able to push that. It is only going to give them about 9 seconds or so, and they need to push back, make sure they get control of this.
And the game is actually over now. Yeah, Unite are going to take that away now. Killer picking up a 2-piece at the end there. They take the series 3-1. Europe fantasy money.
There we go. I actually won a bet, and that's incredible.
This means you should come to the casino on Sunday night.
Well, it's fantasy money, so I don't know how that's even going to be possible.
Yeah, well, no, it means you're good at betting. Anyway, Unite are going to take away that win 3-1. 30 seconds remaining. It's not going to matter. But, you know, fair play to Vitality. They came in there and they really showed Nameless.
Wow.
Just picking up 3-piece in the space of 0.01 seconds. So nice play by him. But, yeah, you know, good showing from Vitality. They showed that they are not to really be underestimated in this group, which is something I feel as myself has done. You know, I didn't think they would look this strong. They have looked quite strong. Every single game has been close, right up to the wire with this one. They were winning at one point, but you know, you can't take it away from them. Unite are probably the best in you know, in inverted commas.
Yeah.
So you've got to think Vitality will go on and hopefully try and do something with this. You know, they can't be too disheartened.
No.
Because, I said, Unite could be one of the best teams at the tournament. So moving on to the next game, they've got to think to themselves, we'll go in there and try and do what we can with these remaining games.
Yeah, indeed. So, close game. You know, there were some close games in there. That S&D did run away a bit, but of course we saw an overtime CTF before Unite just ran through that. But that was only 37 seconds of incredible gameplay. The 10 minutes before a CTF was so close between the two teams.
Both teams could have walked away with it quite easily at one point. I mean, there could have been so many flags, more than it was, and both teams just coming up with clutch moments. So, you know, I mean, Unite eventually taking it in the stopwatch, as I said, and then taking away that hard point did look as if it had Unite's name written on it pretty much from the start. They were holding down the spawns when they needed to, punching through when they needed to. But very unfortunate from Vitality there.
Yeah, it was indeed. It looks like we could be going to an advert break now. I think we're finished here. Are we? Our turn on Delta?
Yes, well, the next game going to be up is Unite taking on Curse. That's going to be myself and Hastro. Of course, I'm leaving early on as I have a social
event.
My social event that I'm going to tonight, so I'm doing 4 games in a row.
Good stuff, Tom.
Hastro and Turn coming up next. We are going to be doing Unite taking on Curse, the 2 American teams. So Unite will stay where they are. We should have this game coming up pretty soon. Do not go anywhere.